Two people, same salary, same starting investment, same market. 30 years later, one of them retires comfortably. The other is staring at a portfolio that's nearly half the size it should have been, and they have no idea why. The only difference between those two people was a fee. A small, quiet, invisible fee that their financial advisor never once sat down and explained in plain language. This is exactly what financial advisors don't want you to know. And if you stop watching right now, that same gap could be your retirement story too. A few years ago, I sat across from a very polished man in a very nice office. Certificates on the wall, firm handshake, a glossy brochure that said Comprehensive Wealth Management. I was in my late 20s, had just started earning real money, and I was genuinely scared of making the wrong move. He told me his fee was just 1% annually. It sounded almost free. I nearly signed everything that day. What stopped me was a single question I asked almost by accident. Can you show me, in actual dollars, what that fee will cost me over the next 30 years? He couldn't answer it. He talked about value. He talked about guidance and peace of mind. But he never once wrote a number on paper. That moment cracked something open for me. I went home, did the research, and what I found was genuinely disturbing. That 1% wasn't a small convenience charge. It was a second mortgage on my retirement future, one I would never see billed, never see invoiced, and never consciously agree to pay. Everything I'm about to share is what I wish someone had told me in that office before I almost made the most expensive mistake of my financial life. Here's what makes this so dangerous. The fee isn't taken as a lump sum. It's skimmed from your portfolio every single year, quietly, before you ever see your returns. You never write a check. You never receive an invoice. It just disappears. And because it's expressed as a percentage rather than a dollar amount, most people never feel it leaving. They look at their statements and see growth. What they never see is the parallel universe where that same money stayed in their account and kept compounding for them. The damage isn't just the fee itself. Every dollar your advisor takes today doesn't just cost you that dollar. It costs you every dollar that dollar would have grown into over the following decades. Compounding works both ways. When fees quietly compound against you year after year, the final number is not what most people expect. It's far worse. Research from multiple financial institutions has confirmed that over a full investing lifetime, fees are routinely the single largest drain on portfolio growth, bigger than bad stock picks, bigger than market downturns, bigger than almost any individual financial mistake a person can make. Now think about the average American household. Most people saving through a 401k or IRA are carrying advisory or fund management fees they've never once calculated in actual dollars. Their statements show gains. They feel like they're doing the right thing. And all the while, a portion of their future wealth is being silently redirected, legally, contractually, and with their unknowing consent buried in a document they signed during onboarding and never read again. Let me ask you something uncomfortable. When did your advisor last sit down with you and say, in actual dollars written on a piece of paper, here is exactly what I cost you this year? If the answer is never, you are not alone, and that silence is not an accident. Here are the 6 things they hope you never learn. Point 1. The AUM fee is structurally against you. The most common way financial advisors charge is called an AUM fee, assets under management. They take a percentage of everything you have invested with them, every single year, whether they made you money or lost it. Sit with that structure for a moment. If your portfolio drops in a downturn, your advisor still gets paid. They get paid less, but they get paid. There is no other service industry in the world where the provider charges you regardless of the outcome they deliver. You wouldn't pay a surgeon who made you sicker. You wouldn't tip a mechanic who broke your car. But with AUM fees, your advisor collects every year no matter what happens to your retirement account. The action here is simple. This week, Find your advisor's fee disclosure document. It's called Form ADV. And ask them to translate your percentage fee into an actual dollar amount at your current balance. Make them say the number out loud. Point 2. Fee only. Does not mean free. There's a term that gets thrown around constantly in the industry: fee-only advisor. People hear that phrase and immediately feel reassured. It sounds affordable, transparent, almost charitable. It means none of those things. Fee only simply means the advisor doesn't earn commissions on the products they sell you. They charge you directly, by the hour, by the financial plan, or as a percentage of your assets. That's genuinely a better model than commission-based advising, which I'll address shortly. But fee only is not the same as inexpensive. It is not the same as unbiased, and it is absolutely not free. Understanding exactly what you're paying for, and in what amount, is the only way to decide whether the value justifies the cost. Within 48 hours, search for a flat-fee financial planner in your area and ask for one actual quote. Knowing the number is the beginning of negotiating power. Here's something that almost no one in personal finance talks about clearly. The financial advisor sitting across from you might be legally required to act in your best interest, or they might not be. And the terrifying part is that most people have absolutely no idea which one they're dealing with. Point 3. Fiduciary versus suitability. A legal gap with a real price. There are two legal standards that advisors in the U.S. operate under. A fiduciary is legally required to act in your best financial interest. Full stop. No wiggle room. A broker or advisor operating under the suitability standard only needs to recommend products that are considered suitable for you, even if cheaper, better options exist elsewhere. That gap is not theoretical. The White House Council of Economic Advisors estimated that conflicted investment advice, meaning recommendations shaped by commissions rather than your best outcome, costs American investors billions of dollars every single year in returns they never receive. The action: email your advisor this week and ask directly in writing, "Are you a fiduciary 100% of the time?" Watch how they respond. The hesitation in the answer will tell you everything. Point 4. Expense ratios are the hidden fee inside the fee. Even if you pay your advisor a flat, transparent fee, the funds they place you in carry their own ongoing cost, called an expense ratio. Actively managed mutual funds often charge between 0.75% and over 1% per year in expense ratios, on top of whatever your advisor charges separately. Simple index funds tracking the S&P 500, available through Vanguard, Fidelity, or Schwab, charge a fraction of that. The gap between a high-cost actively managed fund and a low-cost index fund, compounded over a full investing career, can dwarf the advisory fee itself. This is what financial advisors don't want you to calculate on your own time at home, because the math is devastating to the argument for active management. Today, log into your 401k or brokerage account and look up the expense ratio listed on every single fund you currently own. Write the numbers down. That list is the beginning of your real financial education. Before I get to the most counterintuitive point in this entire video, the one that completely changed how I think about the advisor relationship itself, I need to walk you through something that most finance channels consistently get wrong about index funds. Because this is the comparison that financial advisors don't want showing up at the top of search results. And once you see it laid out clearly, you genuinely cannot unsee it. Point 5. The rollover trap, where billions disappear quietly. When you leave a job, you face a choice about your 401k. You can move it into your new employer's plan, roll it into an IRA, or cash it out. Many advisors will enthusiastically encourage you to roll it into an IRA that they personally manage. The enthusiasm is not coincidental. Every dollar that rolls into an advisor-managed IRA becomes a dollar they collect their annual percentage on, indefinitely, for as long as that money sits there. Government accountability research has found that conflicted advice around 401k rollovers costs American workers billions of dollars every year in redirected returns. The conflict of interest is structural, not personal. Your advisor may genuinely like you. They may also be recommending a rollover strategy that serves their fee income more than your retirement balance. If you are changing jobs, research your new employer's 401k options, especially the expense ratios on the available funds, before you let anyone near your rollover. Here is the mindset shift that everything in this video has been building toward. You have been quietly trained to believe that paying for financial advice is the responsible, mature, adult thing to do. That managing your own investments is reckless and naive. That complexity requires a professional middleman standing between you and your own money. This is what financial advisors don't want sitting at the top of YouTube with millions of views, because the math, laid out plainly, does not require a middleman. The one action I want you to take today, not this week, not when you get around to it today, is to open every investment account you have and calculate your total annual fees in actual dollars. Not percentages, dollars. Write that number down somewhere you'll see it. Once that number has a face, the decision about what to do next becomes significantly clearer. If this video shifted something for you, subscribe to Your Wealthy right now. Know in the comments what all did we do right so that we can improve and keep doing that better. Don't forget to share this video with at least one person who will get some insights, because one video is enough to give people enough ideas to change their lives. I'll see you in the next video.